Okay folks, this is another Christmas throwback. Let's see how we go with this, see if it comes up a treat. And I've got something stuck on the glass of the photocopier because I just heard it beep. Sometimes it can be useful, that beep, but sometimes sometimes there's nothing on the glass and it still beeps. So I'm just going to go back and work on this project. Yeah, I'm not happy with the piece I did of this. I could have done this piece a lot better, so I'm a bit hurting over that I didn't perform it as well as I wanted it to be performed. Occasionally I make mistakes that I really get upset about, thinking it could have been the best demo. Could have been really, really, really a rip snorter of a demo, folks. So I'm a bit upset. It's difficult being an artist sometimes, folks, because sometimes you do things like that on the spur of the moment. And when you're doing demos like this is mostly spontaneous. Like, you can't plan what you're going to do with it. You can think it out and get ideas and nut them out in your head. And but the ultimate thing is when you get on the machine, that's where the action is, and and a lot of the time you're not planned. It's not planned. You can't plan it. And sometimes you do something and you think it's okay, and then all of a sudden you do it wrong. And then when you get off camera, you realise, fuck, I could have done it this way instead of that way. And it's quite a dilemma, folks, sometimes, and it really hurts. It's like what a sportsman goes through. When a sportsman is, like, here we go, this is what we're photocopying, folks, some tinsel, some holographic tinsel. But basically, sports people who just fuck things up, they make a silly error of judgment, and of course the game ends up being won by the opponent. And the sports person, it happens in sports so often, folks, this kind of feeling, this horrible feeling that you could have done it. If only I hadn't have done this, if only I didn't do that. It's like that, folks, with art in this sense. So I sort of feel like sometimes I just do that. You know, sometimes you just make an error of judgment, or you had good intentions and you thought it was going to work better this way, and then you just realise sports people go through it all the time when they manage just to lose, and it's especially painful when you're a champion and you're defending your title, and it really hurts when you don't do it the way you would have liked it to have been done. So, it's like that, folks. Well, I'm hoping that maybe that happening has started this dialogue, this monologue that I'm having with you folks, or this vlog, so that maybe you just have to go easy on yourself, folks. Even if you've upset yourself in a sports tournament, whether it be tennis or cricket, or I don't like sport, but I know what I've seen it on TV, and you see it all the time, that all these elite athletes who fuck things up and they just do something just a little bit careless, and it's like horrible. And it's horrible, like when you're a cricketer and you could have caught out the opponent, and the cricketer in the field has tried to catch the ball and he fumbles it and it ends up dropped. He drops the ball. And that must be such a fucking horrible feeling, being a cricketer, when that happens. And you could have been the champion of the day or the man of the match, potentially, if only you didn't drop the fucking ball. And it's just horrible. It's a horrible thing to go through when you just make mistakes or errors of judgment. And it really hurts, and I just really, it would be nice if these things never happened, in life. And I guess the best thing to do is to try and dust yourself off and move on and try to do better next time, and hope that you don't fuck it up again. Of course, I've fucked it up so many times here, but that's normal. You know, this is really, this what I'm doing is not controlled, not easy to control. It's very hard, you know, using things that are really often really difficult to work with or to judge. But anyway, that's come up looking a real treat. This looks very Christmassy indeed. And they've all got Christmas in July coming up, so hopefully soon. Yeah, and that's come up looking a treat. I think we can now call it quits. Gotta go.